Hey, what's up, guys? Tuki here, back again. This is episode 15 of A Nation United, and let's get right down to business because, surprise, surprise, in an episode of one of my franchise mode series, we have a series of big decisions to make. It happens every other episode at the very, very least, and this episode will be no different. We are a little bit over halfway through Season 3, absolutely in the playoff mix, although, of course, the Calgary Flames are running away with the division. We left the last episode with two big questions. What do we do with the first-round pick of the Boston Bruins, which is shaping up to be potentially the number one overall pick? And what do we do with Robin Lehner, who is having a pretty damn good season, but so is our backup, Marcus Högberg, if not a better season, despite the slight difference, the slight number of games played that is currently in favor of Lehner. Now, we have options. We can go out and reacquire a high-end Swedish prospect like Elias Andersson, who we, of course, traded to Minnesota in the Forsberg deal, was it not? And then though, you could go out and acquire a high-end Swedish talent at the moment. Ricard, Raquel, Mika Zibanejad, even maybe reacquiring Landeskog from Montreal, Nicholas Backstrom, who's on Calgary in this sim. Keep in mind, fantasy draft, if you forgot, if this is for some reason the first episode of this series that you're watching, which, if that's the case, what are you thinking? Go back, watch the whole thing, it's been great. Maybe. I don't know. I've had fun with it. But anyway, as far as what we're going to do, I'm so tempted to hold on to Robin Lehner. I am so tempted. Now, actually, this was brought up in the comment section. You know who you are, but you mentioned to go check out the players that are available to us in the upcoming draft to see if anybody's projected to be half decent. Now, I did already check this out, and there are some Swedish players in the SHL, and again, keep in mind, there will be Swedes outside the SHL, but for the most part, this is where the majority of our prospects are going to come from. There are some decent players like Oduya, Arvidsson, and then for the exact potentials, you have the starter goalie Nylander, and an exact top 9, Henrik Lundin. So there are some decent players, but I think the best strategy for us in the draft, despite it being a little bit cheap, will still be to just constantly trade down, double check once, say like Anaheim, for example. We let Anaheim select one of our eligible players. We double check to see if they're worth it. If they are, we go and trade for them. And we play it that way. It's a bit more of a safer strategy. And because of the way the scouting engine is, the scouting system is in this game, despite that being a little bit cheap, I don't feel too bad about it, really. But that's a whole nother debate. What to do with Robin Lehner and that pick? That is the question. Now, I think first and foremost, I'm going to try and acquire Ricard Raquel. Now, a lot of controversy when I passed up on him in the fantasy draft. He is having a decent season, 31 points, and of course he is still on an amazing, amazing contract. We'll see. We will see if we can get him. I'm honestly not sure if we'll be able to, but it's worth checking. It is worth checking. And if I could do so without trading Robin Lehner, then I would be extremely happy, because it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to end up, holding on to Lehner and having that tandem for the rest of the year. Now, Melker Karlsson I'm adding to the deal because if we do get Raquel, we're going to have to drop Eriksson Ek down to the third line, and that's currently Melker Karlsson's spot. Tommy Hedberg, I'm just looking to throw into the deal to maybe help work this out and not have to give up any extra picks. But let's see here. Is this New Jersey pick enough to make that go through? Not even close. What the hell am I thinking? Obviously, that's not enough. But let's just double check here. Let's double check. Let's take a look at the markets. Honestly, to make this go through, it might take putting Robin Lehner himself into the deal. I'm not entirely sure. But let's see. These two first-round picks? Is that enough? Wow, it isn't. Okay. All right, well, what's the most valuable second-round pick? It would be that Bruins pick. Will this go through? No, it won't. It's not even close. All right. All right, that's fine. I mean, we knew it would take a little bit of work. The Bruins pick won't go through either, so again, that shows how much value Raquel has. How about the 2 seconds? Still no, and apparently still not even close. How about the Buffalo pick and the Bruins pick? Still no. All right, the New Jersey pick. 2 first-round picks. No. Damn. Damn. How about the Boston second? Will that go through? We might not be able to get Ricard Raquel. That's just the reality. All 3 first-round picks, and that wasn't enough. Wow. All right. Well, you know what? What if I put Robin Lehner into the deal? Again, I'm not completely sold on the idea, and as far as a backup goalie, it'll probably be Linus Ullmark or maybe Henrik Lundqvist, as some people have suggested. Man, this could be risky. But if I add Robin Lehner to the deal, are we close? Is my question. Let's find out here. How about the Buffalo pick? What's that looking like? Still not close. What about the New Jersey pick? What do you say to that? Value is still too far off the table. Okay. What if I add the Calgary second? What do you say to that? Just a bit low. Oh, shit. Well, if I have Robin Lehner in the deal, rather than another first-round pick, we could make this work. We could make this work. We could end up with Ricard Raquel. Now, again, it was Raquel, Nicholas Backstrom, Zibanejad. Probably Raquel or Zibanejad. And I feel better about getting Raquel. So if I bump this up to the Bruins' second-round pick, that might go through. Yes, we're giving up a lot, and I am going to try to recoup some picks. Yes, we're giving up a lot, but we're getting Ricard Raquel back in the process. Will that go through? No, and that one either. They don't want to take on the contract. Really? It's not that bad of a contract. And he only has 1 year left. Are you... come on, man. Are you serious? Ricard Raquel's contract is that bad? I mean, I don't mind retaining salary to make this deal happen. I mean, whatever. It's fine by me. And that would go through. We're not even going to have to retain that much. All right, can I knock it down to 5%? No. Okay, so how about we go back to 8%? Is that enough? 8%'s enough. Okay. All right, well, yeah, then definitely. Why wouldn't we retain on Ricard Raquel? Can I get a third out of this? That's probably way too much. Yeah, no. I just want to double check, man. I just want to double check. It's a fantasy draft or fantasy draft series. I'm going to pick Horde all I want. Although, apparently now, that's not enough. What the hell? Okay, you know what? I think this is it right here. So, Melker Karlsson, Tommy Hedberg, Robin Lehner, the New Jersey first, and the Boston second, meaning we still have the Bruins pick and the Buffalo pick, as well as another second rounder. Let's do it, man. I wasn't sold on trading Robin Lehner, but knowing I can get Ricard Raquel for him, let's do it. Ricard Raquel is the newest member of the Stockholm Kings. Damn. And we didn't even have to give up that first rounder from the Bruins to do it. That is insane. Absolutely insane. And now when you factor in what else we could do with this team. You know, if we wanted to go out and reacquire Lias Andersson, we could. We absolutely could. If we wanted to go out and maybe improve the defense, which is something I was considering. I mean, you look here at our future top four. I mean, the current top two, and then you'll factor in Dahlin and Liljegren sooner rather than later. I could right now. I think it's tough. It is tough right now. We could have, say, Lindholm Hedman, have Liljegren, as apparently the EA Access Hub has updated. Good to know. You could have Liljegren and Lucas Bengtsson as the third pairing, and then from there we could go out and acquire veteran players. Ekholm is someone that was mentioned. Anton Strawman, Victor Hjalmarsson. Oh my god. Nicholas Hjalmarsson. I was thinking of Victor Hedman. Sorry. I know Hjalmarsson. It's fine. Stop. But, you know, what's Olofsson going to turn into? What's Gunnarsson going to turn into? If we were to upgrade like that, it would require trading away one of those players. And it would probably be Olofsson and Arneson that we'd get rid of at this point. I'd want to keep Gunnarsson because he's 21 years old, so he still has a lot of potential. So that's the tough decision. First and foremost, though, let's go get our new backup goalie. I don't know if I want it to be Henrik Lundqvist or Ullmark. I think Lundqvist is on Detroit. He is. Okay, sweet. Here's the problem. He's 36, guys. And I get the point of bringing him on. You know, it's in case we're contenders and potentially getting him a cup. Although he's on Detroit, who has a better record than we do at the moment, and they have a champions tag. So do I want to give up assets to get Hank when there's a very strong chance he's going to retire after this first season? I don't think that's worth it, guys. I don't. And I get the point of trying to bring him in. Let me see really quick. Has Linus Ullmark played this year? He has, and he hasn't done tremendously. But I think we're going to look to reacquire Linus Ullmark, who we got rid of course, not all that long ago. Now, people really, really want me to call up Liljegren, and I get it. But he is still progressing at the AHL level, and he would be an NHL level guy in the next year. It's just, I don't know if I want to give up on any of these players. We could absolutely make our defense better. Like I said, Strawman, Hjalmarsson, players of that caliber we could go out and get. But do I want to give up on a Bengtsson and or not a Bengtsson, but an Olofsson, a Gunnarsson, Linus Arneson even, this early on? That I don't know. But Liljegren is good enough to be at the NHL level. You know what? I think we're gonna do it. So let's get rid of Linus Arneson. But Arneson still has such a chance to... God damn it. I'm just thinking that Arneson could jump to like an 87. With the next... For Season 4, he could be 86, 87 overall. Same with Olofsson. And then it would have been pointless to go out and get the aging players. You know what? Defensively, I think we're good. Liljegren might not be called up this year. And I'm sorry for that. And yes, it might hinder his development. But it's a risk I'm willing to take to see what else we have with these other players. So we're going to stand pat defensively. What I am going to do is have Edler on this deal. Magnus Edler, who we drafted in the second round, one of those swings and misses. And that should make this next deal for Ullmark that much easier. We'll tack on the Calgary second. Will that go through? No, it won't. Apparently, it's not even close. How about a 4th round pick? Still not close. We're going to make this work, New Jersey. We're going to make this work. We're getting Linus Ullmark back. Or maybe not. Maybe we won't. Maybe I'm a bit too cocky here and they're just not going to accept this. Let's find out. Damn. You know what? I'm going to go offer the same exact thing for Henrik Lundqvist. And we'll see. If they accept it, then cool. Whatever. Because we're not giving up a whole hell of a lot. Will that go through for Henrik Lundqvist? No, it won't. Okay. $8.5 million for Hank. Oh my god. That is crazy. Anton Forsberg? He's an 84, and of course, he's Swedish, and he was such a big-time player for us in a few series. You know what? He might be good enough. You know what? Yeah, they want to trade him too. Fuck it. Let's bring in Anton Forsberg. He would be a fine backup for us. Sure, Linus Ullmark might be better. I think his value is a little bit better, just because he still has some potential. But Magnus Edler should be able to actually get us a couple of picks, even late round picks in this. Will this go through? No, it won't, but it's close. 6th rounder. There you go. Magnus Edler, who's never going to make the NHL team, for Anton Forsberg, and a 6th Fantastic. And we're looking good. Things are looking up for this team. Let's get the lineup set, see what we're looking at here. And again, we still have 2 first-round picks. We still have options. We absolutely still have options. Why wasn't Högberg listed as a starter, or was he always the backup? Wasn't Högberg listed as a starter? And now he's dropped in the backup. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's our starter. Whatever. Our defense is set. Forwards with Ricard, Raquel. We are good to go. Fantastic. All right, let's get this set up here. And we will try to sim a little bit into this episode. But let's see here. Do we want Raquel on that top line? Because the Nylanders have done so well. We could just have this be the second line. Of course, this would be the new third line. I think we'll just go with Raquel on the second line because that top line has really been gelling. And that opens up room. You know, if we want to call up Raquel to that top line and move him to the center spot, and we could send down Alex Nylander to the second or even third line if we had to. I think that's looking pretty good. I think that's looking pretty damn good. Goaltending is set up well. And then, of course, Raquel has top-line power play time. AHL level, of course, I went best lines. I'm going to have to fix all that now, which is a bit of a shame, but it shouldn't take that long. Let's get Jesper Boqvist into the lineup. Califf, of course, those two guys so far on AHL deals. They're not signed to me, so it's fine. And who's the other one that normally gets taken out? Posler. Yeah, that's who it is. It's Posler. So we'll take him out for Marcus Davidson. We're good to go. We are good to go. Now, we won't make it to the trade deadline in this episode. I thought there was a chance of that. That won't happen. But that's fine because that does still give me the opportunity to ask you guys whether or not I should go out and get Elias Pettersson again. Or not Elias Pettersson, Elias Anderson. Although I could probably get Pettersson as well back from Minnesota. I think I could afford to pick both of them back up. We still have so many options. Now, I don't think we can afford another high-end player like Raquel. Like, we're locked in there. Now it's just a matter of, do we hold on to those 2 first-round picks, or do I go out and bring in the Elias Anderson types? Do I go out and, maybe scout out for a couple more prospects that are still available? There was that one defenseman I brought up in the last episode, but he was NHL ready. So he wouldn't fit in too well. We already have a little bit of a log jam of talent there. But let's see what we can do post-trade. We start off with a loss to St. Louis. We will be able to probably get to the All-Star break, or not the All-Star break, the trade deadline, a week before. We're going to go to the Ottawa game. And so far, oh my God. Okay. Maybe we won't sim to just before the trade deadline. Wow. Did the defense just give out? Or has Högberg completely crumbled under the pressure of being a starter? What the hell? He's down to a .911 save percentage. Wow. Well, I'm going to put Anton Forsberg in for the next game. That is shocking. That is absolutely shocking. I'm going to put Christopher Gunnarsson with Bengtsson. I can't believe that. 4 straight losses to start. That is brutal. That is absolutely brutal. All right. Let's see what Anton Forsberg can do for us, our new backup. Hopefully he can get us a win. Maybe we made a mistake. The thing is, funnily enough, we have the means to go and reacquire Robin Lehner if we really wanted to, if you think about it. For some reason, he was viewed as more valuable than a first-round pick. I don't know why, but he was. So really, if we do wait to the trade deadline, and using not even the Bruins pick, I think the other first rounder that we have, the Buffalo pick, combined with maybe a little bit of other stuff, would be enough to reacquire Robin Lehner as Adrian Kempe goes down to injury for about a week, which isn't the end of the world. Forwards, and actually, let me look here. Yeah, look at that, man. The top 4 guys, all depth defensemen. That's crazy. That is crazy. I'm going to call up Grundstrom, Luke, or Dahlin. Grundstrom, Luke, Dahlin. Let's call up Jonathan Dahlin. So he'll be on the 3rd line, most likely. Interesting developments here for this team as we move forward. So Alex Nylander is listed as a 3rd line guy. I feel like the top line is still doing okay. So let's have Jonathan Dahlin on the 3rd line with Eriksson Ek and Forsbacka Karlsson. Defensively, let's get that set again. And goaltending, we'll have Hogberg back in the lineup. Down in the AHL, we need to get a player dressed. It'll be Postler, just the best overall guy for the job. All right, let's see what we can do here. Things have changed a bit more than I expected. Again, the potential is there to reacquire Robin Lehner. The potential is there to go out and get Lias Andersson back, or another top-notch prospect that could be available to us. We have 2 wins this month. Wow. This has been... I was really confident in the trades, but this has been a disaster. We're on 57 points. We're 10 points back of San Jose, and the Central Division has both wildcard spots at the moment. We are in massive trouble. Hogberg hasn't gotten it done. His save percentage continues to drop. Wow. All right. Wow. I don't even know how to react to that. I never expected us to do this poorly. I never expected us to do this poorly after those deals. I honestly just right now might go reacquire Robin Lehner. I'm very much... It was Gustav Forsling that I was thinking of, and it's funny enough that he is an Oiler who has really good frickin' potential to potentially, really good potential to potentially do this. He's 22 at high top 6. I want him. I want him on our team, and I want to reacquire Robin Lehner. 100%. Let's see if we can make a blockbuster out of this. Now, Anton Forsberg would be a part of the deal because we don't need him. Defensively, who do I have the least amount of faith in to develop here? So let's see. We have Bengtsson, Gunnarsson. It could be Olofsson and Arneson. And in that way, we call up Liljegren. Is that what I want to do? Is that what I want to do? I mean, they're both 24. Let me double check here. Because there is a chance they could turn into even better players than they already are. They're both shut down. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I'm desperate now because we have to make the playoffs. We have to make the playoffs. And all of a sudden, there is this immense pressure to make it. Now, we'll add Erik Karlsson. I already know he's Swedish, and obviously it's not the Erik Karlsson we'd prefer. But let's see what we can do here. Can we pull off a blockbuster? This will get Liljegren into the lineup and could potentially solve a lot of problems for us. Now, that obviously won't go through, but I figured it was worth a shot. We're going to have to use that Bruins first, but I'm willing to do it, especially, too, if we can get Forsling and Robin Lehner out of this deal. So let me see here. 3rd rounder. That didn't go through. I'm just checking, kind of testing the water here to see how close we are to getting a deal done. Will that go through? No, it won't. Straight up, will that go? No, it won't. Shows how much we're trying to get. 2nd round pick from Calgary. Will that do it? No, it won't. All right. The Buffalo pick. The Buffalo pick as well. I'm doing what I have to do here. Will this go through? No, it won't, because they'd have to put Forsberg on waivers. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So why would you be able to take on Robin Lehner? Ah, god damn it. God damn it, that sucks. So how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? So what if I take Forsberg out of the deal? Can I take Carlson out of it? No, I can't. Alright, so Carlson has to be a part of it. I could just trade Forsberg on a separate deal. So where the hell is Carlson here? There he is. Right. Okay, let's see what we can do here. This episode hasn't gone at all. Or at all like I thought it would. Is a second rounder enough? No, it's not. Or, no, it's too much, I should say. But a third, fifth, and a sixth. What do they say to that? What do they say? Close to fair value. Just the third? That would go through. That would go through. Linus Arneson, Gustav Olofsson, and 2 first-round picks for Gustav Forsling and Robin Lehner. The Bruins pick and the Sabres pick. I'm doing it. To salvage our season. Another blockbuster. 2 blockbusters for the price of 1 in this episode as we reacquire Robin Lehner, as well as pick up Gustav Forsling and just completely changed the defensive situation for both the NHL and the AHL team. The last thing we have to do here is look to trade Anton Forsberg. We should be able to do that without taking a penalty for trading him too early. And the second round pick's going to be too much. But let's just see how many of these picks we can get from the Devils. Close to fair value. That should go through. Yes, it will. Anton Forsberg is gone. What the hell just happened in this episode? What the hell just happened? Insane. Insane stuff here. Well, let's see. Defensively, Liljegren will get the call up. He will get the call up. And then at the NHL level, we now have Lindholm, Hedman, Bankston, Forsling, Liljegren, and Gunnarsson. And in our forwards, we will send Jonathan Dahlin back down because Kempe is near 100%. We'll go best lines. Robin Lehner will be between the pipes in this next game. We have Liljegren and Gunnarsson on the second pairing. It's looking good. And I think getting Gustav Forsling is going to be huge for us. Like I said, I was keeping my eye on him. I wanted to have faith in the player that we already had. I think that was the right move. Robin Lehner is back. Unbelievable. I didn't think we'd be able to pull that off. I genuinely didn't. Let me go best lines here, and again, I'll have to replace the players at the on the offensive side there. But we're looking good. We're looking good. That gets Bernhard into the lineup as well. He'll play with Bronstrom. We'll take Hedda out of the lineup. And we'll put in Olsen. We will take Califf out of the lineup again in exchange for Jesper Bokvist. And then Davidson will get put into the lineup for Gustav Postler. And we are good to go. We are good to go. Let's do this. Let's do this with Robin Lehner between the pipes. I want to sim at least a couple more games here as we approach the half-an-hour mark. Somehow in this episode, we acquired Ricard Raquel. We had to give up Robin Lehner to do it, and then we reacquire Robin Lehner anyway. Wow. It took a lot of picks. It took trading away some guys I didn't plan on trading away. But I don't know what to say at that point as we lose 5-1 to Vancouver, which is unfortunate, but 2 straight wins upon his return to Stockholm. We're on 61 points with 19 games to go. I don't know what to make of this episode. I thought with the blockbusters, that would have made us that much better. Högberg crumbled a bit under the pressure. And now as you get a look, again, we're 9 points back. And we're 9 points back of San Jose. 9 points back of the Sharks. The Central Division has both wildcard spots. Those 70 points for the Blues. We're not catching... Well, actually, yeah, we could potentially. I mean, regardless, we have to make up 9 points. We have to make up 9 points, and that is a huge, huge ask for any team. You get a look at the standings and what we gave up. The Bruins are still in last. Buffalo are currently in 19th. So that was huge to get rid of that Bruins pick. But again, we are limited to just Swedes. So odds are we're not going to miss out on anybody major. I cannot wait to get your feedback and your reaction to this video because it did not pan out how I expected. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. We have Ricard, Raquel. Somehow, some way, we ended up with William Nylander. We ended up with Philip Forsberg. We ended up with Ricard, Raquel. We have a good team. There is no excuse to miss the playoffs at this point. There is not a single excuse. The only question is, can we rebound? Can we get back into the playoffs after, I don't know if you want to call it a disaster. It was a disastrous February that could very well ruin our season. Guys, that will do it for this episode of A Nation United. We have 1 day before the trade deadline, although I don't expect to make any of the moves. The only way I'd say somebody could be disappointed is if they wanted me to get Henrik Lundqvist, which, I mean, yeah, I could have done, but we ended up with Robin Lehner again anyway. Or if you guys wanted me to reacquire Elias Anderson, which, funny enough, we could still do by retrading Robin Lehner again, but no. I think we're good. I think we're good. And if you factor in our top 6, we're pretty much good. We're pretty much good. We do have room for one more player inside the top 6, but odds are that'll end up being Davidson, Grundstrom, or Luke, and for the moment, it's Burakovsky. Carlson has a chance to do it. I think we're okay. How we ended up with that top 4, I have no idea. 3 of them, the top 3 we had to trade for. It's been a crazy season so far. It has been a crazy season. Now the question is, can we make the playoffs? I am eager to find out, and I hope you feel the same way. So until next time, guys, if you did enjoy the video, of course, make sure to hit that like button. I almost said smash that like button, but why would you smash a button? It's a button. Don't punch your computer to try and smash the button, please, or your phone. Don't do it. Just gently hit that like button to help support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already to continue following this series and others, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of A Nation United.